Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a face of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, a light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
It's GNN.
And please stand for the pledge of the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now for a moment of silence.
What's up, guys? Chandler here with GNN. Breaking news. We have breaking news. Senora White is offering yoga tomorrow for students and teachers at 2 p.m. and no equipment is required. All you need is a place to sit or lay or stand or just to be yourself. And an hour of free yoga on Zoom. Namaste. Just go to Miss White's website and click the Zoom link. And now to Chef Klink, who is cooking a pizza.
Hello everybody, today we are going to be doing pizza dough. As you can see, at least for the pizza dough itself, we only have 5 ingredients. We have flour, olive oil, salt, yeast, and water. Now I'm going to be doing it, I'm going to be kneading the dough by hand, okay? You can easily use your stand mixer if you have one, but I understand not everybody has a stand mixer, so I want to show you that it is more than possible to do this with the 2 best tools you have in the kitchen. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to add our yeast to our water. Okay, now what this is going to do, this is called blooming your yeast. Okay, so you just let it sit in there, let the water absorb, it'll start to activate the yeast, and it will make the process of your dough rising a lot quicker. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we have our flour. Okay, we're going to add our salt to our flour, and we are just going to mix it together. Okay, now this recipe here is going to yield about we'll say 12 to 14-inch pizza. You might be able to make it a little bit bigger if you make your dough a little bit thinner. As you can kind of see, our yeast is kind of starting to bubble a little bit. That's because, like I said, it's becoming active. Pour my flour out onto the table, okay? And I'm going to make a dome, or you could almost call it a volcano. Put a little hole in the middle of it, okay? Now, I'm going to take the olive oil and add it to your water mixture, and then I'm just going to take this and pour it in the middle. Now, if you need to make it a little bit bigger, you can. If you have some water that's starting to run away from you, just fill the holes, it'll be fine. Throughout this process, guys, if you need to add a little bit of water to your dough, add it, but only really ever add it by about a teaspoon at a time. Now, if you're doing this by hand, you're going to want to knead it for about 10 minutes. Now I have a little bit of flour. I'm going to put it on my table. Guys, this is a dusting of flour. It's not an avalanche, okay? The dusting of flour. All this is meant to do is to keep your dough from sticking to the table. Okay, you're not Elsa here. Okay, you're not trying to create, a blizzard. All you're trying to do is to keep your dough from sticking. Say about 5 or 10 minutes until your dough becomes smooth, and you'll be good to go. Now, if you were to do this in a mixer, you would do the same exact steps. Add your water to your bowl, add your yeast to your bowl, let it sit, then add your olive oil, and then your flour and your salt, and then basically turn your mixer on using the dough hook, and in about 5 or so minutes, you will have yourself your dough ball. And you have your final product, or almost your final product. Take a little olive oil, coat your pizza dough with it, put it into a bowl like this, cover it, and let it sit on your counter someplace warm. Guys, yeast takes about 3 to 4 hours to rise properly. You always want to do this about, like I said, about 3 or 4 hours before you intend to make it. So next we will make the pizza itself. See you then. Okay, everybody, it's been about 3 or 4 hours now. We are going to get together, we're going to put the pie together, we're going to get it in the oven, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when we pull out. Now, as you can see, I wrapped it after I put it into my bowl. It has grown. It's about double in size, which is exactly what you're looking for. Okay? Now, that's called punching down the dough because you're releasing all the carbon dioxide out. Now, take your pan. I actually don't own a round pizza pan, so I'm just using a cookie sheet. It's perfectly fine, guys. Put a little pan spray on. Like you're turning a steering wheel. Let gravity do some of the work. Once you get it, so it's about 6 inches or so round, place it in the middle of your pan and start in the middle and push your way out. Okay? Now you're gonna have a little bit, it's gonna give and it's gonna slide. That's okay, guys, that's what it does. You're gonna wanna get yourself a fork. Okay, you're like, well, why do I need a fork? Well, if you guys ever go someplace to get a pizza and you watch them make it, they always use a little device. It's a roller. Okay, it's called an impinger. And basically what it does is it puts little holes in your pizza dough. So, this is going to prevent those bubbles from occurring. Now you might still get a bubble, and that's okay. Brush your dough with some olive oil. This is going to serve two purposes. First purpose is it is going to help brown your edges a little bit. It's also going to help add a little bit of flavor to your pizza. I also like to add a little pepper to my crust, as well as some garlic powder. Once again, you're just building the flavor. Take your sauce. Probably use about half a cup for this size. Maybe a little bit more if you're a little on the saucy side. I'm a little on the saucy side, so I'll use a little bit more, but about a half a cup. Sprinkle it. A little cheese goes a long way. make sure your oven is already preheated, and we'll just slide the pie in, and in about 10 minutes we will have our pizza. Okay, so our pizza, guys, is about 30 seconds or so from being done. I have my little pizza peel here. Pizza peel, guys, are those little devices that the pizza people take the pizza out of the oven. But this works perfectly fine for what we're doing. So that on our cutting board. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You have yourself your own personal pizza. With the toppings, guys, you can put any toppings you want on it. This here is cheese. It's for my daughter. But you know, you can put pepperoni, you can put olives, you can put vegetables. I highly recommend, if you are putting vegetables, guys, to cook your vegetables off before you put them on your pizza. I hope you guys like to try this at home. And if you guys do this at home, shoot me out. I'm at Pope Culinary on Twitter and Instagram. So look me up and take pictures of what you guys are making. So have yourself a great day. Talk to you guys later.
Wow, Mr. Klink, really saucy. This has been a GNN special quarantine break.